When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. 562-9370. Two different places. The Lady Cougars and the Cougars were in two different tournaments, one trying to improve, the other working on continuing a streak. The Cougars boys team was in the Maryville Christmas tournament. Our very own Jim Freeman and Josh Parker, along with Joe Monroe on the camera. WLEF Sports Network had the coverage of both games. Up first, the Lady Cougars, who have won 6 straight, were in the Fulton Classic taking on Unicoi County for a 3 p.m. start. The game was a good one early. Campbell County High School had a 26-22 lead and jumped out to a big 17-point lead later in the game, and I guess they were just counting their chickens before they hatched. But the Lady Blue Devils of Unicoi County came roaring back and made it a ball game again in the fourth quarter, but ran out of time and lost 57-51 to our Lady Cougars, who secured their 7th win in a row. Leading all scorers was Rice for the Lady Blue Devils, who had 22. Harness had 17, but not much else after that. Leading our Lady Cougars was Hannah Owens, who had 19 points. She got in some foul trouble and had to sit the bench for a while. Jamie Mottet had 12. Kendra King had 9. The Lady Cougars are now 7-4 after starting the season out at 0-4. They were to play the winner of the next game, Seymour Alcoa, on Saturday at 6 p.m. But before that game, our WLEF crew shimmied on down to Maryville as the Cougars took on the Rebels of Maryville, and they lost big, 74-47. Darren Gillenwater led the Cougars with 17 points. Torres Peebley had 11, but that was it for the Cougars, who fall now to a dismal 4-9. And they will play McMinn County Friday at 3 p.m. We'll have the results of these games on Monday's Sports Report for you, but you can log on to 1450 WLAF.com and hear the games live. Calvary Christian Academy, quality academics and biblical character. You can receive both. All the things you want in a school for your child. Grade levels K through 12. Phonetic-based reading, individualized curriculum, diagnostic testing, character building, and biblical principles. For more information, contact Calvary Christian Academy, 2139 Jacksboro Pike, P.O. Box 1402, La Follette, Tennessee. Phone 423-562-7267. 423-562-7267. Speaking of Calvary Worship Center, Wanda Osborne will be ministering and singing at Calvary Worship Center on Tuesday, December 31st, and it all starts at 8 p.m. And if you don't know where Calvary Worship Center is, it's the metal building directly behind Murphy's Gas on I-25 on the Jacksboro Pike. Okay, here's what the standings look like after Thursday's games and tournament play. In women's basketball, Powell is 7-1, Anderson County is 8-6, Campbell County is now 7-4. Knox Halls is 6-9, Gibbs is 2-9, Oak Ridge is 2-11, and that's a big surprise there. Clinton is 3-10, Knox Central is 1-10, and Carnes is 0-14. On the boys' side, Carnes is leading the way with 11-2 record. Oak Ridge is behind them at 13-3. Carnes has a better district record than Oak Ridge does. Halls is 9-6, Powell is 4-4. Clinton's 4-8, Central's 5-6, Anderson County's 4-10, Campbell County's 4-8, and Gibbs is winless at 0-11. Now up north, the Blue Devils and the Indians of Oneida are neck and neck in the standings. You know, I told you early in the year these two would be going at it all season long. And on the boys' side, and here they are going at it. Oneida's in first place at 8-3, Jellicoe's 6-8. Oakdale's right behind them two, 7-7. Coalfield's 5-3. Oliver Springs is 6-8. Wartburg, who was last year's district champion and district champion for the past 3 years, they are now way down there at 3-6. And Sunbright is winless at 0-10. Now the Lady Blue Devils have won 4 games, but they've all been out of district, and they stand right now at 4-12 overall, but 0-4 in the district play. And here's what the women's standings look like: 6-3 for Oneida. Wartburg is 6-5, Oliver Springs 4-10, Oakdale's 5-7, Coalfield's 2-6, Sunbright's 0-9, and Jellicoe, if they can just get one district win, they jump ahead of Sunbright. But they are now 4-12 overall. Now, we do want to remind you the Campbell County Youth Basketball Association won't be playing this Saturday. They will pick it back up on the 4th of January with all games at all three venues. And we'll have the complete rundown on the Cougars and Blue Devils action on Monday's Sports Report. Also, middle school schedule, they're getting ready to go back at it. And that's a real quick look at today's sports. I thank you for being with us. It's been all basketball today, but we do ask that you stay tuned because there's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.